Hello, hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome to Wow Wednesday. If it's Wednesday, this must be the place to be. So, we're delighted to have you with us today. And today, we're having a very special conversation with the fabulous Trish Carr, the results revolutionary. And we're going to be sharing how you can build a raving, loyal community of people who love what you do and who love to tell others about it. And the reason we want to do this, like, as you know, if you've been watching Wow Wednesday, if you're part of our community, you're here because you feel the love and you get the value. So there's two pieces to this. You can feel the experience you have in our community inspires you, as you feel so good, you want to come back for more. And then on top of that, when you come in, we are packing it with so much value to move you forward. So today we want to share how you can do the very same thing to build your community of raving, loyal fans who love what you offer and love to tell others about it. So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are with us on Zoom, you can put your comments or questions in the chat, and we're going to open up for your questions and your comments about 30 minutes in. If you're with us on Facebook, be sure to put those questions and comments right in the thread, and I'll be bringing your questions to the table as well. I want to start off by welcoming my sister Trish. Hi, I love being with you on Wow.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here this morning. Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm talking about one of my favorite topics.
It's a good one. And I mentioned earlier, Trish is known, her moniker, as it were, what people call her, is the results revolutionary. And I think that ties in beautifully. Why are you called that? And why a revolution? Creating a revolution is one of the key factors in building community. So take it away, Trish.
So actually, it was Susan Winner who gave me the moniker of revolutionary.
She gave me the name, the visionary. Like, she's great at, if you need a moniker, reach out to Susan.
Yeah, she's great.
Really good at it.
So my whole life, since I'm about 12 years old, I have been holding the banner for human rights, women's rights, equality, fighting injustice, being involved in a government process. I hate to say political process because politics has that horrible feeling, but it's the process of our government so that people are treated the way they're supposed to be treated. So Susan always used to call me the rebel with a cause because I always had a cause. It was always, and seriously, I always had a cause, whether it was making sure that that animals are protected, or it was making sure that people who shouldn't be in jail aren't in jail, those kinds of things.
Making sure that single parents raising several children had a way to access the resources that are available so they didn't have to take off work. And like, I remember when you led that one too.
Well, and that, that's exactly right. When I saw something, I said something. All right, so I'm 16 years old. I'm living in Lynbrook, Long Island. I'm going to date myself big time here. And at the movie theater, they're playing a Marlon Brando movie that was rated X, but they changed it to an R, and I can't even remember the name of the movie. Do you remember the name of that movie?
Last Tango in Paris.
Last Tango in Paris. And the city council decided to remove the movie because it was pornography or something. 16 years old, I go down to Lynbrook's council and I speak at the council saying this isn't right. And I mean, here I am, some kid in high school telling the city council that this is not the town I want to live in. So just imagine how I'm feeling in today's environment, with books being banned, with, and I live in Florida. Do I need to say more? With books being banned, with women's health being challenged. There are so many things that just rile me up. So in business, you want to rile people up there too. You want people to be a part of your tribe. You want people to be a part of your mission, your message, your cause. And I think in business, that's something that's missing for some people, some businesses. A really great example of this, I was just literally just thought of this a couple of minutes ago. My niece, Megan, Nancy's daughter, turned me on to Formula One racing last year. So if you don't know Formula One racing, it's very exciting. It's like the next level after NASCAR. And people are like, why do you want to watch cars go around the track? But let me tell you about one of the biggest reasons that Megan is into Formula One. It's because she cares about the environment. She's a millennial. So, a lot of millennials are actually driven by climate change and what's happening in our environment. And she loves Formula One, not just because the drivers are very handsome, because they are, but because Formula One is on the leading edge of technology, making everything cleaner. Their goal by 2020 is to no longer be using fossil fuels at all. So with that, 2030. So that passion that they have for our planet has brought my niece into Formula One racing. Like, hello, why would a 30-year-old woman care about Formula One racing? Because they're changing the planet. So they were very clear about what their mission and passion is about. And now they share it with everybody. So the second reason she loves Formula One is because they talk to their audience constantly. There's a Formula One app on my phone that I get notifications almost every day about what's going on, what's happening. They're constantly communicating with their audience. So in business, I want you to take the Formula One route. If Formula One, which is a millionaire's game, like these people in these cars, these people live in Monaco, they're all rich. Like if they can get millennials who hate billionaires to follow their multi-million-dollar business that's all about money, 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 because their message is, let's fix the planet, then what can you do to get people inspired into your business? So get clear on what you stand for. Are you a business where people come before profit and that's a rally cry? Are you a company that wants to wipe out financial insecurity? Are you somebody who wants to make sure when it comes to finances that children are taught in school so that they don't run into credit card debt by the time they're 30 years old? Are you a person who wants to just make life simple for everybody again? What is your rally cry? And I can tell you, and you alluded to it earlier, for me, Women's Prosperity Network is about women being at the forefront, women being seen for the amazing contributors that we are in corporate America and in business. Women bring in almost $2 trillion into our economy through our businesses. And if we could get our businesses to earn 6 figures or more, we would wipe out the national debt. It would be that easy. So I want greater awareness and I want a bigger place at the table for women. So, and I have lots of stories around that, individual things that have happened that have fueled my desire to support women in being the best that we can be, to take our talent and turn it into our income, and to make a massive positive difference in the world doing what it is we love to do.
So good. And if you, so thank you, Trish. And what's interesting is as we came together as sisters, we've got three sisters, three co-founders who were moving in the same direction. And I want you to listen carefully for this, because this is part of how you build a community, a tribe. You build that around this shared interest or this common cause. So for Trish, it was about equity and equality for women in business to be able to have a seat at the table. For me, I wanted to serve women business, or women entrepreneurs, women in the world, because as a single mom, so I had my son, I was unmarried, I was single, it was just me. Thankfully, I had great support from my family. And I had women friends who were in horribly abusive marriages that would not leave because they needed his money.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, no. You need to know how to make your own money. You need to know, not so you can leave. And I'm all for marriage. I'm all for relationship, but you got to know how to make your own money. So that's why I'm so passionate about that piece of the equation. Susan has another reason why she's so passionate. So, and I'll bring her on in just a little bit. So consider this, that rally cry, that shared interest that you're bringing out and sharing your messaging on social media, in your marketing, on your videos, through your content, all of those things, this shared essence of message of this cause that you're here to champion will look different for different people, but you're all going to the same place, ending up at the same result.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to add something to that, Trish?
No, I mean, it's perfect. And if you look back, if you look at why did you start your business, the answer is in there.
Right.
Why did I start this? What was it that was the burning desire? Like Napoleon Hill talks about the burning desire. What was it that made me want to do what I do now? And I can tell you from so many of the people that are in this community, every single one of you did it because there was something you wanted to change.
And let me pause back to that. Something happened to you, which now can translate into happening for you, because it became your cause. Mm-hmm. And you may not recognize it right now. So for example, when we first started Women's Prosperity Network, I didn't remember the reason I was so passionate about this was because I was a struggling single mom and everybody needs to know how to make their own money. Mm-hmm. I didn't remember that until probably a year or so into it. And once I shifted that and I got even more passionate. I was able to speak to a specific subset of target market, niche market, who could relate to the experience I had and why I'm passionate about it. Mm-hmm. So I want you to go back and look over what do I do now? What was something that happened in my life, in my experience, that got me fired up to want to do something about it?
Yep.
The other route that I'll share with you is related to the one philosophy. So I am on a mission to unite people and support them in coming together and remembering that everyone is the one. So, and we start by being the one who sees people in that way. And I thought when I started this, when I wrote the book and started speaking about it, I thought it was rooted in that every instance, and this is what the tattoo on my arm actually means, that in each moment when you connect or meet with somebody, there's some purpose or meaning for us to uncover. So we've got to pause long enough to uncover that. And that definitely is part of it. But what fires me up about it is the fact that I don't want anyone to feel like I did when I was in school and I was bullied and put down and I felt unseen and picked on and all of that stuff. So that's the heart that, no, everyone matters.
Right.
Our job is to look for the good and the love inside of people. And I often say, and it's a beautiful day for this, and I can't wait to have this moment. When you hold a brand new, beautiful soul baby in your arms, which I'm going to do in about 30 minutes, I can't wait an hour. All you see is love. all you see is possibility. All you see is hope and opportunity in that child. And that child is in every single person, even the person who has performed the most dastardly of deeds. Being able to look beyond that. So that's why I'm on a mission to move us in that direction. So for you, what is that moment? What is that experience you had which causes you to step into this space? And when you do so, and I want to transition us to a next level. And speaking of next level, as many of you know, in our community, twice a year, we offer a 2-day workshop called Level Up. It's legendary for the experience that you'll have and the results that it provides. And this year, leveling up. So
listen, here's the thing. So many people say to me, well, I went to Level Up. Why do I go again? Because you're continuing to level up. You don't stop. You don't hit a ceiling and stop. We're all continuing to grow. So not only do you want to level up every year, we level up.
Yep.
So that it grows as you grow. And when you come, it's the next level we're talking about. It's not where you are right now. It's how do I get where I want to go?
So one of the ways that we're leveling it up is, and for those of you that have come, you just feel good. I'm going to keep all your favorite pieces in the experience, but I'm adding in a whole module where we're going to dive into creating what is your rally cry? What is that common interest? How do you express it to others? And there's a nuance in this that will either make or break community building.
Right.
You remember what it is, Trish? Yeah, there's.
Well, I don't know if you might be thinking of something other than me. So which nuance are you talking about?
The nuance is when you're expressing what your rally cry is. Let's say you're a weight loss coach, and my rally cry is to help women love themselves so that they lose weight. I know that was poor, but
no, but that's a good. I want women to love themselves so they lose weight and stop thinking of themselves as, looking in the mirror and going, uck, right?
Which is what you want,
right?
But that's not going to get people to engage. And Trish, you're brilliant at this, so take us deeper on that.
Well, the biggest nuance around your rally cry is that the cause of the issue, the cause of the problem is outside the person. So, for example, using the weight loss, great example, weight loss, everybody can relate to it. Your rally cry could be, I want people to get motivated to lose weight. I want people to start saying no to food and saying yes to life. Well, that's my fault. You're saying it's my fault because I can't say no to food. So when you say stuff like that can land on me, I don't want to be a part of your tribe. But I would love to be a part of your tribe if you, like me, agree that everything in the food industry is causing me to be fat. That the FDA has a food pyramid that we all know is wrong. That we're finding out now that low-fat diets are actually anti-weight loss. We're finding out now that the industry is what decides who's going to do what and who's going to eat what. And it gives you food that actually causes you to become addicted to sugar. Now I'm on your side. But when you say it's my fault because I can't push away from the table, I'm not interested.
So what you want to do, and so there's beautiful spots. I want you to consider as you're sharing your mission and your message out there, is it landing? Could it land on somebody feeling like blame or shame? You're not going to build a community that way. You're not going to build a community.
Right. A good example. Okay. So one of my clients, she's an advocate for breastfeeding. And her rally cry could have been, I want women to feel confident and not feel shamed. And I want women to be able to breastfeed wherever it's comfortable and not be afraid to do it. Okay, so that's good. But how about this? How about the fact that the social structure doesn't support women breastfeeding their baby? How about the fact that when I have to feed my baby, I have to go into a phone booth or something small and hide, whereas this is a natural thing. I'm not saying pull out your boobs and have your kids eat, but I'm saying why not be able to just sit in the bus station with a very modest way and feed your kid without somebody looking down on you?
Mhm.
It's because our social construct does not support women and children. That's the reason. So I want you to ask yourself one of two questions to get to your tribe building reason. What about the situation that you're trying to make a difference in, whether it's people being confident or mothers being able to breastfeed comfortably in public? What really ticks you off about that? Now, for me, ticking me off, I can go there very quickly, but other people don't. My passion comes out in, that really getting it and fixing it. Some people,
Revolutionary rebel way.
yeah, I'm a revolutionary, right? So I come out very strong, but some people are not like me. So one question you can ask is what really ticks you off? The other question, for those of you who think differently than me, is what really breaks your heart about this situation? What breaks your heart? It breaks my heart that women have been told to just do what they got to do, like children, be seen and not heard. It breaks my heart that so many of us are not self-expressed because we're not allowed to be angry, right? We're not allowed to be angry. Men can get mad and yeah, you go, Bob. But if Barbara gets mad, oh, she can't keep her emotions in check. What is she, on the rag or whatever they say, right? So it breaks my heart that women can't feed their baby, right? So for you, it might be what breaks your heart. So ask yourself that question. What breaks your heart and what's the cause that's outside the immediate that you can see? Because it really is, everything is caused by some outside input. Women not having confidence and you wanting to help them, that comes from our social construct. That comes from the fact that women are not as appreciated as I believe they should be. It's we're not acknowledged for our, it's the fact that I have to have a calendar that tells me every day what women in history did. Why do I need that? Women are history. Black people are history. Pan-Asian Americans are history. We need to have a month to celebrate them because the only history we look at is white people history and white men history. So I'm going to get off again. So what breaks your heart or what really ticks you off? And start right there. And we're going to have this conversation at Level Up. And I can tell you, it is the one thing that will change your business. Perfect example. My really good friend, Heshi Siegel, who many of you know, she's a longstanding member of Women's Prosperity Network. She's been a friend of mine for many years, and she was not a member of Women's Prosperity Network. Here we are, 9 years old as an organization, and Heshi's not a member because Heshi thought of us as networking. Heshi thought of us as just a community that gets together to network. But one day I was on a stage and I was talking about my rally cry. And my rally cry is around women making the difference we can make. Women being the best that we can be so that we make a huge impact in this world. And I was off on my thing and on my soapbox. And at the end of that speech, Heshi came up to me and said, I just joined because now I know what you're about. That is what you can do when you have a rally cry. Mm-hmm. So I invite you to come and join us at Level Up. It is the place where you are not only going to get your message right, you're going to get your tribe message right. and you will build a tribe of loyal people who join you in your passion and who want to make the same difference for themselves and for the world. So getting that in and of itself, in addition to we're going to train on sales. This is training. You actually get to practice what we talk about. This is not just listening to a bunch of talking heads. This is get in there deep, and let's figure all this out while we're together at Level Up. I'm not going to give you a whole bunch of stuff to do after. I want you to get it done and level up so that you can hit the ground running on Monday morning. So Nancy, tell everybody how they can be a part of Level Up and when it is and all that good stuff.
I'll give you all the details. So we want you to hit the ground running so that, and this is the reason that we do Level Up in January. Many of you started this year with full of gusto and pizzazz, and you're fueling, you're getting to go, and then stuff can come up along the way. Some of you have achieved the goals, you're right on track, or exceeded your goals. Some of you may have felt a little bit of fizzle. Level Up is offered twice a year, December and January, so that you're moving forward. You're tapping into not only the strategies and the actual techniques to do it, but the fuel that comes from inside, and that comes from being in a community of like-minded people cheering you on and supporting you, not only during the workshop, but beyond. So Level Up is happening June 16th and 17th. We're online so that no matter where you are in the world, you can come from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. And it's 2 full days with plenty of breaks, plenty of interaction. You can get the details on it at womensprosperitynetwork.com. You can simply go to the events tab or womensprosperitynetwork.com/level up and jot this down right now. Save 50, SAVE, no space, 50, all caps, SAVE 50. That coupon code is going to save you $50. And what I'm about to say is, unless you have a wedding or some kind of medical event planned for that weekend, get yourself to Level Up. Not because we need you there, but because the world needs you there.
Yes.
Your message matters. And what we do, our mission, going back to Trisha's passion, my passion, and Susan's passion, our mission is to ensure that you are equipped with everything you need, because I believe you're already empowered. It comes from inside you.
Exactly.
We want you equipped to be the change you are meant to be in this world. And we don't pull, no tricks. No, we pull back the curtain to give you exactly what you need. We have our community has grown over these past 15 years because of our commitment to each and every one of you. 15,000 in our Facebook group, over 26 or 30,000 people that we've had the privilege of touching their hearts and their lives in some way since we started. And get yourself to the Level Up workshop. I'm going to open up for in just a moment to take questions and comments, but I got something else that I want to mention, and it goes to another piece of the puzzle of building a community. And Raksha, yes, invite people who aren't members. We want this to grow. Every woman you know that has any entrepreneurial desire, who's feeling stuck or challenged financially, get them to this workshop. That's how we're going to change the world for women and change the world in general. So go ahead and just share that page with everyone you know.
And let me mention, for any of you who have partners or people on your team that are not female, welcome. Your male counterparts that you work with, your husband, you invite them to join you because you all want to be on the same page. One of the things, I worked in corporate America for more than 15 years. And one of the things that I know can hinder growth is when one of you learns something and the other doesn't, and it's up to you to teach the other. it doesn't work. You've got to come together as a partnership because you both have to be on the same page. So bring your support person, your VA, bring your partner, even if it's a gentleman. We open all of our workshops to gentlemen as well, because hey, we work with men. I'm not a man hater. I love men. I love working with men. I learned so many things from men. So we want to be inclusive at Level Up for sure. And share the discount code? Sure, absolutely. Let's get as many people there as possible because we're creating a world that all of us want to live in.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you do is creating a better world, and I want to live in the world you're creating.
Amen.
Amen.
And right before I bring people on live, I want to share a second piece of the puzzle. And you alluded to this when you were talking about Formula One, that you have an app on your phone and they send you updates and notifications. Guess what? Women's Prosperity Network's got a brand new mobile app for just that reason.
Right.
So we are currently approved in the Apple Store. We should be approved by Android within the next day or two. So if you've got your iPhone, go ahead today. Sign right up. Get the mobile app. And as early adopters, you're going to let us know what other features you want to have in it. So help us develop this to serve you as best as we can. So download the mobile app. It is in the Apple Store for iPhone. So excited. It's going to be great. So go ahead and grab that mobile app today, along with your ticket to Level Up. Let me go ahead and open up. We got a couple of people already in queue. So let me call on Laura Barker. Speak up, girl. Hi.
Good morning. Oh my gosh. Y'all know how much I love WP.
Hold on one second.
That's Adele, Nancy.
I got it. I got it. Trish, I'll handle that. I got you.
Okay. Go ahead, Laura.
Okay. Gosh, I mean, you guys know how much I love WPN. And for everybody listening, think about the last, 30 minutes that we've spent with Trish and Nancy. They have demonstrated what it means to grow a community. And think about, we've all been to different communities. We join, we stay some, we stay a long time, some we don't stay very long at all. And why are we all here every week for WOW? And if you're in WPN already, then you know about all of the amazing training that they give. And then here they bring this app. What they're doing, I know that is so cool. And this is what they do. They continue to add value, right? It is just an amazing training community. And really that's what's so different about it is the training community and the network and the way you do everything. Because if you notice, like if you're not familiar with Nancy's The One Philosophy, this is huge because it shapes the community. As well as Trish's rally cries and teaching us how to understand why people want to be around you, because people do want to be around you, right? It's just a matter of getting that message crafted. And oh my gosh, I could go on and on. So let me just say one more thing. and that is about Level Up. So I have not missed a Level Up, and I will not miss a Level Up because it's simple. Every time I go, my business levels up or up levels, right? It doesn't matter where you are in business. It doesn't matter if you're brand new or if you're already multiple six figure. It doesn't matter because these women know how to level up your specific business. I've just been amazed since I've been a part of this at the range of industries that they are able to grow. I mean, it's incredible. Guys, I love you. I wouldn't be in business the way I am at all, as you know, without you guys. And so just thank you, love you. Guys, if you're not a member of WPN yet, oh my gosh, you just don't even know what you're missing. If you're not registered for Level Up yet, there's no excuse. If you're serious about business, get out there right now and level up, and I'll see you there.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. You are amazing. And I'll just mention, Laura's actually going to be sharing some of her brilliance at Level Up so that you can use LinkedIn to leverage connections, develop leads, and build your business that way. She's brilliant on that. So thank you, Laura, for all you bring to our community. Yay!
It is my joy.
Awesome. Awesome. And I want to make sure Susan has put the link for Level Up in the chat. So go ahead and go to womensprosperinetwork.com/level up and then use the coupon code SAVE50. Trish is already on it. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right. Let's go. Sandra, are you wanting to share something? I see your line is unmuted. Or maybe that's from before. Sandra Bubbles, you want to say anything? Going once, going twice. Let's open up for Diane Chasik.
Good morning, lovely ladies. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Lovely to hear your voice.
Well, thank you. It's so great to be here. And the energy in your rooms are always so amazing. I'm in Brevard, and if y'all remember, I used to manage one of the wonderful chapters we had here in Brevard of lovely ladies and some really cool men. Right now, I am going through my Dropbox pictures to create a collage for our dear Sherry Martin and Richard Martin, who are moving out of the area to go up to Tennessee and live their best lives. And it's so amazing, the pictures that I'm going through, the unconferences and the chapter meetings we're having here. I'm actually looking right now of the ladies who are in front of the room in our small little O'Galley Yacht Club room that have gone up to the front of the stage at an unconference.
Yeah.
And the lives y'all have changed and created, people that have just grown and gone on. And they start in the little rooms of our chapters, and then they go to the stage at unconference. And Level Up is a continuation of that. So I haven't been to one in a while, but this one is compelling, and I'm so excited for our community. It's just incredible. The lives you have changed, y'all, are just ongoing, awesome, ongoing, and beautiful. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. You are welcome. Thank you for leading the charge and joining us for Level Up, doing what you're doing for Sherry Martin. And I want to anchor back to something, to a teaching point right now. Diane Chasik also had a desire to uplift and support and equip women. That's why she stepped into leadership with Women's Prosperity Network. So we created a vehicle for her to fulfill her mission, reach more people, serve more women. So see how that interconnectedness happens when you get clear on your rally cry, your mission, and what you're about. More and more people will join it at varying levels of involvement. Diane Chasik loved what WPN was about so much. She stepped up to be a leader and started inviting all the people in her circle to come become part of Women's Prosperity Network. How can you create opportunities for people like that in your business?
Unstoppable.
I love you.
Unstoppable is right, Diane. That's exactly what you are. I so appreciate you, my friend.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you both. Thank you all three of you. Two of you are on the screen, but there's always Susan. So thank you, Susie Sunshine.
I love that. Let's go ahead. We're going to bring Sandra back. I was about to say Bubbles. I guess I already did. So, hi, Bubbles.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Can you hear you great?
So good to be here. And I just must say this to everyone listening in that has not been to Level Up. I got to be blessed with the behind the scenes view of how they do it. So I must say I've been so fortunate to see so many groups grow and communities boom. And I don't think anyone ever has done it better than the three of you guys. Mm-hmm. There's so much heart, so much love, so much time spent in like the pulling out the pieces, right? Putting them together, and it's a workshop. And I just am so grateful to have watched the magic happen. I you know that I'll be at everything eventually again. And I just wanted to share that you being part of that community build created a ripple effect in my life that has enhanced every area of my life. So I just wanted to say thank you for sharing your brilliance so fluidly and passionately. Thank you.
Gosh, thank you. Thank you for everything you've done to contribute to this community, Sandra. You are the bubbles that make us all find the joy in life. Thank you for everything you do.
I love you, girl.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Thank you. Mwah.
All right, beautiful. So I had a couple people say they couldn't find the app, and I just want to mention right now we're only on the Apple Store. We should be on the Android in a day or two, waiting on that approval. So if you have an iPhone, go ahead and download that now. And as soon as we have the announcement for Android, I'll let you know about that. So enjoy it. We're just getting started, and we want your feedback. What would be really helpful to you to have on the app? And again, you want to build a community, ask people what they want.
Right.
This goes back to one of my favorite quotes by Seth Godin, who's the author of Purple Cow Marketing, How to Build a Tribe, all of that stuff. And he says, when you're creating a business, don't first create a product and then try to go sell it to customers. Find out what the customer wants, then create the product.
Ta-da! That's one of the biggest mistakes people make.
What do they want?
I'm creating a program that I'm going to sell. No. You're going to sell it, and then you're going to create it.
Right. And hope they buy it.
Right.
Let's go ahead and look for in the Apple Store. Just put in Women's Prosperity Network, and several people have been able to download it. So Women's Prosperity Network is what you're looking for in the Apple Store. Let's go ahead and go to Sydney Allen.
Good morning.
Hi, Sydney.
Hi, Trish. Hi, Nancy. Congratulations on the app. That's so exciting. I'm just thrilled for you. And I just wanted to say that one of the most special things about Women's Prosperity Network is that even after life gets in the way and you've stepped away, the welcoming back is just profound. It's like no time has passed whatsoever. You guys, all three of you, are just so fantastic with that. And I'm so excited because this time I'm going to do level up for all of both days.
Yay!
I'm going in this morning to say that I cannot work that Saturday.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that you can be there. That's great.
Yeah.
Great.
So thanks for continuing to do what you do. Really,
it's our pleasure and our purpose.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. And I want to comment on something you said there, Sydney, about, even when you step away and then you come back, the welcoming is grand. And yes, you get that from us as the founders because you're family. This is a family. And you not only, and Sydney, I know you've had this experience. It's not only us that welcomes you back and say, hey, you know what? Stuff happens. Come on back. We love you. We want what's best for you. You get that from everyone else in the community. Right, Sydney? Like, it's not just you felt that when, like, oh my God, Sydney, I haven't seen you. Oh my gosh, can't wait to play together more.
Yeah.
It's from the whole community. It really is.
And that's something I'm so glad that you mentioned that. And I have not ever seen, I don't know why it happens. I'm sure there's something out there that creates this magic, but there is an affinity for each other in this community that I don't see in other places. Like, we care about each other. As Heshi, I'll mention Heshi again. Heshi was in the hospital about 3 weeks ago, And I can't tell you how many texts I got. As she's in the hospital, let's see if we can rally people to go visit her, make sure she's okay. I mean, everybody rallies around each other. And I have, angel bumps just thinking about that right now. So I really appreciate all of you and how you love each other. I always like to say we love each other to success. We love each other.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
we do.
just, as somebody who came out of a work environment with management, that really there was a saying among the staff about our boss that my success depends upon your failure.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was somebody who made it really clear that sticking up for their staff was not part of their job description.
Oh my
And,
gosh.
And there's
kind
a
of
lot
rose
of that.
to that occasion.
And you know what, Sydney? There's a lot of that happens that is not verbalized. It's all very,
Under the current.
Right. Like if somebody speaks out, somebody says something that's not right, even though the rest of the team may, agree with them, they're not going to say anything because they're too afraid.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So we need leaders stepping up. We need people like you leveling up to stop things like that, to create more inclusivity, more love, more calling in. I've been taking this course recently called Creating a Calling In Culture rather than just calling people out.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, Loretta Ross TEDx talk. Look it up. She's amazing. And it's about stepping into leadership. So Sydney, we love you. We thank you. And we'll see you at Level Up.
Yes.
Awesome. Let me bring on Denise Garrett.
Yay, Denise.
Mission is just what we're talking about now. Welcome, Denise.
Oh, thank you. Hey, it's always great to see you, lovely Nancy and beautiful Trish, and all of you wonderful women in Women's Prosperity Network. So my name is Denise Garrett, and it breaks my heart that we have gun violence and mass shootings, and to see people arguing with each other and so much divisiveness, there we go, in our world. And underneath it all, I know what we want is to love each other, to be respected, to not suffer, to enjoy our lives. And so I'm on a mission to change that. And I hope you will join me on my mission. I'm creating a program called Peaceful Ship. And I have to say, it's a combination of leadership and peaceful. So we need more peaceful leaders like Nancy and Trish and Susan and so many of you here. And I have to give Women's Prosperity Network 100% credit for my unfoldment, because I've been in the process of this. I just didn't know it. And like Nancy mentioned today, like the pieces sometimes come together, and it started years ago. So for me, this started years ago with my parents arguing all the time. I didn't know that until recently.
Wow.
And then the rest, it is interesting. And then another piece came when Trish was talking about what pisses me off or what breaks my heart. So I can be both. I can be fissy and fiery like Trish can be sometimes. And I can also be very sentimental and hit me in the heart. But I got this from Women's Prosperity Network. And I want to make it clear, I've done Level Up several times. I get something every single time. And Trish, today I got another gold nugget. I know you've said it before, but this is why it's so important. If you've been to Level Up before, if you've been to any of the WPN events, keep going as much as you can, because today Trish said, if you make it their fault, they're not going to hear you.
Right.
And it made me think about, oh my God, have I been making this people's fault? Because that's not my intention. So that's another nugget I got today. And this is what you get from Women's Prosperity Network. So if you're on the fence about joining, if you're wondering about Level Up, I just encourage you, get involved, and you will experience a community of wonderful women who just love and support you. Thank you so
Denise,
much.
that is so great. That is such an important part of your mission around divisiveness, because it's so easy to blame the other side for being stupid and not knowing the right it is caused by an outside force.
Mhm.
All of that divisiveness is caused by the media, by what's happening in social media. I mean, it is all being revved up to make us divided. That is what's happening on purpose. So, Denise, I'm so glad you got that.
Well, I thank you both, Nancy, Trish, and Susan, because I know you're always in the wings and you're like the wind beneath our wings. So thank you all.
Well, thank you. And thank you for all you do, Denise. Really. Thank you for everything you've done, for your career as a firefighter, for your passion for leadership, and for taking on these two big things, which is gun violence and the division among us as people. So those are things that we can heal. And like you said, we all agree on so much. It's just we don't agree on the solution and how to get there. So the more we can talk, the better we all are. So thank you for everything, Denise. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
So good. Hey, Denise, should we let them know what we're cooking up?
Oh, probably. What do you think?
It's very exciting. So Denise and I are collaborating on a series and a book called, you want to tell them?
The 7 Sacred Laws of Leadership.
Oh, I love it.
Wow.
So stay tuned, y'all.
I love it.
All right, beautiful, beautiful. Again, get your ticket for Level Up. If you know, as I said, a wedding, a baby being born, which I just had, well, not me, but my daughter-in-law, medical procedure, whatever you can do, get yourself there. womensprosperityNetwork.com/level up and use the coupon code SAVE50, all caps. And also go to the Apple Store and download our brand new app, Women's Prosperity Network, and it will be on the Google Play Store in a couple of days. So we'll let you know when that happens, but grab it now and be a part of helping us shape what this app provides for all of you. All right, one more caller, maybe even two. Alexandra Van Horn.
Hello, hello. I just love everything that everyone said so far. I just want to shout out. I mean, you guys are amazing. I've been around you since what, 15 years, did we say? Something like that?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Remember? I'm thinking back to that conference where you were singing in front of the room. That was like 2009.
Oh, wow, I was.
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I think you were in the room, Alexandra, when the name for Women's Prosperity Network was created.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, we go way back. And
Yeah.
Anybody who's on the fence, just jump in. It's just, there's so much value in so many different aspects of, marketing. And as you heard today, just the inspiration to get riled up for what's important to you. So thank you so much, sisters. And looking forward to Level Up.
My pleasure, sister. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, beautiful. Let's go for one more. I'm going to go to Krista.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. There's so much to say. First off, I'm a new member. Not quite the member. I'm still on the free thing, but every time I come in, I feel so empowered by everything that you have to offer. So that membership is coming. And this program for Level Up, I have a question in regards to, I'm not available on Saturdays. I teach the local kids here in Costa Rica English, and we have a tight curriculum.
Okay.
And I'm curious if this is available, if it's a recorded type event.
Sure. So can you come on Friday?
Yes.
All right, come on Friday, and then you'll get the replay for the Saturday event. And I'll say this to you, when you're going through the replay, if you have any questions or something comes up, we'll just let us know, because we want to make sure you get what you need to take it to that next level. So go ahead and register. Come on Friday. You're going to get a huge foundation. Friday is when we're going to do this whole next level conversation on creating your community. So yeah, come Friday, and then you'll get the replay for both days. But this way, you'll be able to at least experience day one.
Yeah, and
Right.
some is better than none, right?
Mhm.
I mean, honestly, I'm not a replay person, but if I
Mhm.
could get day one, that's going to give me what I need to get moving. A little bit is better than none. So come, even if you can only come for a couple of hours and then get to the replay. Every time you're in the room, you're going to get exactly what you need.
I believe that 100%. And then I was thinking Saturday, I'm like, I'm already doing the mapping in my my head about the time. And I'm like, I get home at 2, I could still catch 3 hours. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
How cool is it for you teaching kids? You're teaching kids how to speak English?
yes.
That's great. That is really great. Look at what you're doing for them to make
Yeah.
them people who are international, who can communicate. That's wonderful, Krista. Thank you for doing that.
And
It's
I love it. Krista, and in the background, I think I'm hearing beautiful birds. Is that for you?
my door's shut because I'm like, everything always gets loud.
I
Yes.
love it. It was beautiful. Thank you. We
Yep.
love you just as you are, which is
Thank
perfect.
And I love everything that I've come across in this group. Everything that you guys have said, or every time I make it to something, it's always exactly what it is that I've needed to hear. And like today, it's ironic because last night I had posted a question on Facebook about the keto diet. I'm not one that follows diets. I'm an Ayurvedic practitioner, so I'm okay in that area. But I'm attending an event that everybody there is on the diet, right? So I'm like, okay, I need to know about this diet so I can bring my dish to pass, right? And then it stirred up the fire inside, and it brought me back to this conversation that you said earlier about it's the marketing and how to address it with the people out there, because it's not their fault. It is society's fault. Because I mentioned in there, I started to get extremely passionate, and I was talking about the FDA and, the pharmaceuticals and everything along those lines, and how we're brainwashed, all these different things. And it's just, so I just want to say thank you for putting those connections together for me once again. And just, every day, every time I'm on here, it's like you're empowering me more and more and more. And I just want to say I appreciate that super, super beyond measures. Beyond measures.
Thank you. Thank you for listening and following the taps that led you here and keep you coming back to do the work. So kudos to you as well. And we're coming up to the top of the hour, and I want to mention one of the reasons Women's Prosperity Network exists is and supports you in the way that we do is speaking up, stepping up, starting your own business, and maybe doing things a little differently than the rest of the world has told you to do, that your programming is, or the TV or the this or the that. Doing all of that is not necessarily easy. It's simple, and we give you the simplest ways to get things done. And with support, it becomes easy. With support, those days where you don't feel like doing it, you show up and you get exactly what you want. And that's the beauty of community, and why this is not just a one and done event. This is a community. It's why I show up every Wednesday morning for 14 years. With
every Wednesday morning. She doesn't take off when she doesn't feel well. She's here every now and then.
I think over the 14 years, I've skipped maybe 3.
Yeah, but you didn't skip. I filled in for you.
Filled in, yeah.
Yeah, it's consistent every single week.
Yeah, and the reason I do that is not for me, it's for you. And when I hear, every time I show up, I get exactly what I need. Thank you for doing what you do. That's what keeps us going. And that's also the fuel that'll keep you going. So join us at Level Up. Grab your coupon, get yourself there, invite people you know. And I'm going to say this one last piece, and then I'm going to get off my soapbox. as you hear people talking about our community and our training and all of the things that we give, one of the reasons we deliver the way we do and the depth that we do is, quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of hearing people tell us after they've experienced us, where were you 3 years ago before I spent all that money that didn't work? That burns my boat.
Yes.
that,
Yes.
that breaks my heart.
Yes.
We give you everything you need so that you can go out there and soar. And yeah, you're going to pay for it, but you're going to get so much more than you get most places. And there's a lot of other good places out there. I'm not knocking others. I'm just letting you know we're in it with you. So join us at Level Up. Miss Trish, take us out.
I am honored to be considered one of your leaders here at Women's Prosperity Network. And as I look around this room and I see who's here and I interact with you on a regular basis, I am awed by all that you have accomplished and that you are continuing to accomplish to make a difference in this world, in your community, in your family, with your friends. It all ripples out, and each one of you is doing good work on this planet. Keep going. Don't give up. You are important. And I look forward to seeing you at Level Up so we can level up your game to make an even bigger difference.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you all. Get out there and have a wow day. I'm going to do the same, and we'll see you next time on Wow Wednesday. Make sure you get your ticket to Level Up and get the app. Go to Women's Prosperity Network in the App Store, and let's play over there as well. Bye, everyone. Bye, Trish. Bye, Susan.
Bye.
Thank you. Love you. Awesome.
Love you too.
Bye-bye, everybody.